Ladies and gentlemen, Jimin and Jungkook are back. Alright, so first of all, let's do the live countdown update from D1 to D-Day for Jimin and Jungkook, and from D11 to D10 for SUGA. Let me do the not the live translation, but translation of what they said during this event. But as you know, BTS members Jimin and Jungkook were officially discharged from their mandatory military service today on June 11th after serving for 1 year and 6 months. As you probably know, the two enlisted together as active duty soldiers in December 2023 and served in the 5th Infantry Division's Artillery Brigade, 제5보병사단 포병여단. And this is their symbol, emblem, or logo, whatever you call it, which is what they are wearing on their uniform. The key mark, the key symbol. So just for your reference. And Jungkook specifically completed his service as a cook in his unit, military cook. So on the morning of their discharge today on June 11th, the two members stepped out of their base. They did the official ceremony at their base and then came out and greeted fans and reporters at a public sports field in Yeoncheon, Gyeonggi Province around 8 a.m. And as they got out of the car, they received flowers, they smiled brightly, and the fans erupted into cheers. It was super loud. Let's check this out. There we go. So I kind of had a hard time picking up what they said because it was super loud, but and they, just like RM and V yesterday, they had to salute in every direction that they were facing. And like RM and V, they're wearing different types of boots. Jungkook is wearing the desert boots, and then Jimin is wearing the standard black leather boots. So let's get the saluting part. It's kind of interesting and cute how they looked very shy, you know? Because it was the first time in a while that the two members stood in front of cameras and receiving a warm and loud welcome from armies who had traveled from all over the world. So, photo time. These guys look good. Looking very shy, embarrassed. But then they quickly shifted into the soldier mode, giving a sharp salute to fans and media while announcing their discharge. The customary phrase for their salute is 단결 for their unit, unity. So they did that. Let's skip over to when they made remarks. So this was funny how they, as they picked up the microphones from the ground, Jungkook said, "우와, 신기해. This is cool," or "this feels surreal." Laughing. Jungkook said, "말하면 되는 건가요?" Like, don't know what to do. Like, am I supposed to speak now? He said.
네, 일단 여기 와주신 기자님들 그리고 아미러분들 저희 저녁 하는 거 보러 와주셔서 너무 감사드리고.
First off, to all the reporters and armies who came, thank you so much for coming to see us having discharge.
오늘 6월 11일 제5사단 387 부대에서 저녁을 먹어봤습니다.
Today, June 11th, we were officially discharged from the Artillery Brigade of the 5th Infantry Division. He made it sound official. We hereby report our discharge. 이에 신고합니다.
사실 카메라 앞이 너무 오랜만이라
네, 좀 많이
그래서
떨리고.
화장도 안 하고
Jungkook said, it's been so long since I stood in front of cameras. Jimin said, I'm really nervous. 정말 떨리네요.
그래서 좀 민망한데요.
민망한데요.
네, 무슨 말 해야 될지 모르겠어요.
Jungkook said, I didn't even put on a makeup. I feel kind of awkward. I honestly don't know what to say. And they just straight up laughed.
기분이 약간 휴가 나온 것 같은데 먼저 말씀드리면은 뭐 안 들리시겠지만 멀리서 이렇게 저희 보러 와주셔가지고 기자님들 다 너무 감사드리고 팬분들도 오늘 되게 많이 와주셨는데 진심으로 감사드립니다.
It kind of feels like we're just on leave. 휴가 나온 것 같은데. But first, although you probably can't hear me well because it's super loud, thank you to all the reporters who came from far away to see us, and to the ARMY fans here today. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
아무래도 아미 여러분들께 먼저 말씀을 드리자면 코로나부터 해가지고 저희 군대까지 꽤 긴 시간이었는데 계속 기다려주시고 해서 너무 감사합니다.
So to our armies, first, starting from the pandemic to now with the military, it's been a long stretch, and we're so grateful that you waited for us.
오늘 전역을 했기 때문에 앞으로 저희가 계속 그려나가던 그림을 앞으로 그려나가면 되지 않을까 싶고 더 좋은 모습 준비해서 보여드리도록 하겠습니다.
Now that we've been discharged, I think we can finally start drawing the picture we have been envisioning for the future. We will do our best to show you an even better version of ourselves.
그리고 이제 저희보다 이제 먼저 앞서 있었던 선임들 그리고 지금 군대 나가 있는 우리 후임들 그리고 같은 우리보다 좀 더 일찍 전역한 동기
맞지?
그리고 그 누구보다 또 고민 많이 고생 많이 하고 계시는 고생 많이 하고 계시는 우리 감독님들 정말 저희랑 같이 이제 생활하신다고 너무 고생 많으셨고 또 잘 챙겨주셔서 너무 감사했다고 말씀드리고 싶습니다.
So Jungkook said, and to our seniors who served before us, 선임, our juniors still in the military, 후임, fellow soldiers who were discharged a bit earlier than us, 동기, and especially the officers who worked so hard every day, 간부님들, we want to say a heartfelt thank you. You went through a lot living with us and really took care of us. So I love the fact that all the BTS members gave shout outs and expressed gratitude towards the people who they served with in the military.
저도 말씀드리자면은 정말 이 군대가 사실 처음이었는데 사실 되게 쉽지는 않은 곳이었던 것 같습니다. 군대라는 곳이 뭐 만만하게 보고 들어온 적도 없지만 굉장히 힘들고 쉽지 않은 곳이었지만 같이 고생하고 뭐 밥 먹고 밖에서 잠도 자고 하면서 정도 굉장히 많이 들었었고요.
되게 많은 일들이 있었는데
Jimin said, I'll add this. This was my first time in the military, of course. And to be honest, it wasn't an easy place. 쉽지 않은 곳이었다. Not that I ever thought it would be easy, but yeah, it really wasn't. But through all the tough times, sharing meals and sleeping outside together, we grew close.
네, 그거는 이제 차차 저희가 좀 정리를 해서 재밌게
라이브에서
라이브에서 좀 풀어드리도록 하겠습니다.
And then Jungkook added, a lot happened during our time there, and we will slowly share those stories with you in a fun way through Weverse Live.
되게 감사한 추억들 가슴에 담고 오랫동안 간직하도록 하겠습니다.
Jimin said, we will carry these meaningful memories in our hearts for a long time.
네,
추가로 마지막으로 한 말씀만 드리자면은
And just one final thing I would like to say, said Jimin.
이제 국민 여러분들께 감히 말씀드리자면은 저희가 군대를 와 보니까 되게 쉽지 않은 곳이었던 것 같아요. 옆에 고생하시는 분들도 너무 많고 해서 혹시 괜찮으시면은 길 지나가다가 군인분들 한번 보게 되시면은 가볍게라도 그냥 따뜻한 말이라도 해주시면은 너무 영광일 것 같습니다.
So I like that. So he said to the people of Korea or to the citizens of Korea. So he's addressing the Korean people. If I may be so bold, I'd like to say now that we have experienced military life, we truly feel how tough it is. There are so many people working hard in the military right now. So if you ever happen to pass by a soldier on the street, it will be an honor if it could offer even just a small, warm word of encouragement. And he said this in a really respectful tone.
추가로 못다한 얘기는 라이브에서 저희가 많이 풀도록 하겠습니다.
And we'll share more stories we couldn't fit in today during our upcoming live.
네, 와주셔서 감사합니다.
Thank you so much for coming. And then the final salutes. I love their interaction. 둘, 셋. Two. Alright, 2, 3, unity. So there we go. What were some of the highlights that people thought? Oh yeah, from this to this. They come a long way. And then someone said, who else cried? Look at Jungkook. And look at Jimin. Looking very shy. And then this person pointed out how
신기해. 와.
Jungkook said, 우와, 우와, 신기해. As this looks cool, as he picked up the microphones. Because, of course, it's their first time doing this in their life, ever. And it will be the last time they'll be doing this, getting discharged from the military and doing the press mini conference or mini interview. I mean, this is not even a mini because a lot of people showed up. And yeah. Looking sharp. Jungkook smiling. And then the giggles. Yep, happy smiles.
이해 신고합니다.
And then there we go. 6 out of 7 discharged. And because Yoongi, SUGA, is not technically in the military, we have all of the members discharged from the military, right, in uniform. So there we go. I'm super glad that this happened, that they're back safely, right? And let's do our own ceremony. So here we go. Jungkook and Jimin and D-Day. Where are you? So, yep, they come a long way. So the only member we have left is SUGA with D10 countdown till the full reunion. So yes, Jin discharged last year in June, followed by J-Hope in October of last year, and RMMV just the day before, yesterday, June 10th, and finally with Jimin and Jungkook discharged from the military on June 11th, BTS is quickly moving toward a full reunion. SUGA is scheduled to complete his service on when? June 21st. And if Jimin and Jungkook end up doing Weverse Live, I'll tune in and take notes and share them with you later in the day. Alright? I hope this was informative and I hope you are excited just as I am. So you guys, feel free to communicate, and when you do so, let's stay positive, respectful, and classy, and happy. Peace and love. Bye-bye.